Hey guys, my name is Seniac and welcome back to another episode of CanalTown here in Cities Skylines. Well, last episode guys, we finally added water to the canals. We got our first residents moving in. I do like I normally do, first resident, we're going to name the park after them. And then I completely forgot who the person was, and I called them Lenny Murray. It turned out to be your boy Terry Murray right now. So if there is a Lenny Murray out there, I'm sorry, but you know, you're not welcome. I don't mean you are welcome here, but I'm gonna have to rename the park right now. But guys, the expansions do continue. We're now kind of fighting the money-making stages of the game right now, where we kind of had to think about how we can make money, how we can keep the city in business, and fund future expansions. So if you guys are enjoying this, want to see more of CanalTown, then please make sure you smash that like button down below. If you're new around here, then make sure you do subscribe so you get notified next time it does come out. Now, for those asking about the boats, I can't afford the boats yet, okay? We're going to have to kind of wait for them. But the CanalTown is slowly coming along. First things first, the Lenny Murray Park, which now has to be renamed to Terry Murray, because I am so damn foolish and I cannot remember the damn foolio's name. Also, I had some issues with crossings, didn't I? Now, you guys showed me exactly how I now do the crossings, and I kind of added a couple in. I've got them now here. They're not perfectly lined up, but hey-ho. But I figured it out, boys. You'll be proud of me right now. I go here, and like there's a crossing here that I kind of don't want, so I can delete it. But if I wanted a crossing in, I could add one there. Look at me, boys. I am a freaking natural right now when it comes to doing crossings. Oh my goodness me, calm down. So, what are we going to be doing today? Well, we need to extend a little bit more and do some more expansions. We need to try and earn some more revenue. I'm going to do little bits and bobs as well, because as this is the only entry point into the city right now upon the canals, it could eventually become quite overloaded, and I have to kind of be careful about that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hook it up to this kind of intersection junction, whatever I'm going to call it, on the highway. I need to make sure that I don't use this as a shortcut coming through, because that would then cause more traffic. But I still feel like this will be the quicker route or option for them to kind of bypass the city anyway. We're going to do some more expansions over here, get some more services in, and ultimately just make more cash-ola. So, first things first then, we're actually going to zone these little mini islands here and get some more residents moving in. Because, wait, why did I not do a canal there? Interesting. Also, somebody said in the comment section of the last episode too, Seniac, I am surprised with how little flooding you had when you did all the canal systems. And I know I'm thinking about it. And yeah, we had, like, borderline no flooding, didn't we? I don't know. That is just magical. That is just magical right now. So, how do I make this bigger again? I always forget how to... It doesn't really matter, does it? But I need the road with the trees, please. There we go. Thanking you. And bringing this down across. How much? That's like 3,000 a pop. Considering I only got 40 grand left in the bank, I'm kind of pushing it with the money makings, aren't I? Right, across to there. There we go. So I can run straight through the middle, trying to take advantage of all these little squares. So we're going to elevate the road going across here for the crossing. We'll do the same just here as well. Nice. Back down to normal. Now this one's going to be a little bit interesting because we do come to an end section. So I don't quite know what the best option would be for me to kind of end that. It's quite a tough one, isn't it? It is quite a tough one. But if I just go for here for now, so I can end that to there, and then I could potentially just do a pass over here. Is this too many passovers in that square section? I don't have square sections in many of the places, so why am I kind of doing it here? I just don't really know. I don't know. Why ones I've just added? I've just added in these little crossovers, haven't I? So what I could do is I could... Do you know, actually, yeah, we'll keep that little crossover there and just have these continue down. That becomes almost like a little awkward roundabout, but it's not a roundabout, so don't get it twisted, mate. Don't get it twisted, but that's quite cool, isn't it? Yeah, we'll run with that. Alright, I'll do this one here. So this one's going to be a little bit jazzier. Solely because... Ooh. Now, someone said to turn the node snapping off. Toggle road bending, anarchy, snapping. But it still wants to do it. It still wants to play ball and not do what I want it to do, so we'll just kind of keep it nice and standard. Standard issue. Right, I'll go with that just because I'm gonna... I mean, I don't know whether I'll create a crossing there. But I can definitely go up and over here. We'll go up and over to here. And... Oh, we were using the middle bits as the passovers, wasn't we? So if I did that there, then I wouldn't have the need for, say, this one. Or this one, keeping that all completely free. Or do I not do it? Oh no, oh no. I'm deleting canal. Right, I just want to get this done real quick. And then we'll get some zoning placed in. So where's my roads gone? Where's my roads, boys? I'm missing my roads. There we go. There we go. So sweet. I'll actually just get it to there on this one. And I'll do it to there on that one. That's better. And we'll do some, like, we can do some like paths and stuff to kind of cross over. So, normal, styly, going up to here. Elevated, we'll diagonal it just there. And then we got that little ring road going around. So, these two little sections right now will add some zoning in for some more residential. Because that is what we have the huge demand. Everybody wants to live in CanalTown, boys. I mean, I know it's the greatest place in the world. But everybody wants to freaking live here. Right, I need to sort these power lines out. And hopefully... Right, let's cancel this bit section there. Hopefully everything's all slowly now connecting. So, some bits do and some bits don't. So I just got to run it down this way instead. And then we're back in business. It should have water. Right, little bit of residential now moving in. I spent like 30 grand right there, almost. So at least we can now start to pull some tax money back with peeps moving in. Very good, sir. Very good. So that will start now to grow, which will then hopefully stimulate some of the other demands. But we need to think about getting this all connected up as well. Now, I'm going to drop the train line down so it sinks down a little bit. So I can have this as a normal road kind of overpassing it. I don't really want to create... No, actually, I might elevate this. Solely because if I do elevate it, it allows me then to bring a canal in. See, this is something else right now. I've got to think about the logistics of how I build canals and where I can get them in. Oh, I never had this problem before. So this road here with the little kind of thing in the middle. So if I go by a... Actually, come into here by another 10. And then by the 12 marker, I'll raise it up. Because this allows me then, if I need to add in a road connection, I can do it on it. If needs be. Might be a bit close, a bit tight. But, you know, the ability is there to do so. So, if I come in by a 15 instead here. And then by the 12... See, this is interesting because I can do a 12 here and do a 10. Just kind of give us a nice gradual slope up. Now, to get these two here connected is a little bit too close for comfort. So something, and one of them has to bend. So do I do it a little bit early on? Do I mean, because a connection here, you know, I mean, it wouldn't be bad. It just wouldn't be good. It's a bit too much, you know what I mean? Oh, that actually could run quite nice. Right, if I add that in just for a second. Solely because it runs almost parallel with the train line. It just feels really horrible, that does. It just feels really, really horrible. I'm going to get rid of it. Delete that to there. Delete to there. Right, we'll set one of these up to kind of bend and turn. Or do I have one... Which would be the best side to do it on? Well, I reckon come out by another 10. And I create a straight road. That will kind of bend down, pass over, and then eventually connect to this. That will go up and be a connection for there, go round, be a connection for there, and so on. I just got to figure out a way to get disconnected. So I feel like I want to have a canal running along this, but I don't quite know how I would parallel that. I know we got like a network tool here where you can kind of create a parallel. Which one is it right now? The parallel one. Is it this one? But the problem is, I believe it's a... Oh, no. I was about to say it's a parallel of what you select. Don't tell me I could potentially parallel a canal system. Hold on. Oh my goodness. I could have a perfectly bendy canal running parallel with this train track. Right, you better shut the front door right now because your boy has just discovered fire for the first time. Right, you're probably thinking, Seniac, you're so dumb right now. Listen, shut the front door. Do you not know how excited I am right now? Right, and obviously, I want it on this inner side, by the way. I want it on this inner side. Do I get it to run with the train line? Because I've got to obviously put it on the other side. Which... Oh, what happened there? How do I... Hold on, I need to invert it, don't I? Invert it. Control I. And... No, wait, what? Oh, switch creation side. Is it that? Yes. Right, ignore me. I'm having a mental breakdown. Or do I make this section here be elevated so I can create a more lucrative turn? Yeah. So I'll run it just to there. 10 away should be enough. I think it's about 10 away, but that gap there should be enough. Oh, guys, this is so freaking exciting right now. This is so freaking exciting. So I'm going to add that in. Bam. That should now be a canal, right? Holy moly. That is beautiful. I want to kind of cry. And then, obviously, I'm going to bring this up and over. Now, what I could do here is then cancel this all off. Do the exact same thing again, because I like the fact that I can run with it all. So, get that road there. Parallel. And go from here. So let's just say here. Okay, oh yeah, you can't go that far. You've got to do it in stages. But then, obviously... Well, one, I don't have enough money. But if I ran it like this... So it's completely away from the area. But it runs parallel with it, and I can then do more stuff with it. Guys, this is making me too excited. Problem is, I haven't got enough money to build this, because this construction right now is going to cost me 59,000. So what I'll do is I'll select from there to here. So we shorten how much it now costs. Bring that to about there, and drop that puppy in. Okay, so we'll have this road here connect to this, which might eventually be turned into like a little roundabout of some sorts. This bridge coming across, I'm actually going to change it so it kind of bends a little bit, pops over. And I could just simply make it either pass over here, turn, and then drop in to a... plus kind of connection, maybe a little mini roundabout, or I could pass it over here and then do something where it kind of utilizes this as an interchange, which I don't feel like I want to do that, to be honest with you. So if that's the case here, and I came out by 12 and then went up by 10, we're going to try and do something. But then that's a little bit too close for comfort there. So let's try that one more time. So, okay, we'll do 10 by 8. We'll do by an 8. That should be fine. So that gives us like a nice big crisscrossy junction. And this might be very, very busy, but we'll also have one up here. And there won't be too much traffic around here. But this is City Skylines. Ultimately, you never know. I can see us having to drop like a little mini roundabout there at some point. So, bridging this over will be quite majestic. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually delete this to there. And then we'll create our own bridge. So, coming out by 12, I'll raise not enough money apparently. Let me fast forward. So, money comes in the bank account. Alright, spin it this way. So let's do by 12, by 10. And then we'll just do a connection and hope that this goes to plan. You know, I'm not even on connection, am I? So I know I can't afford it, but I just want to see what a nice little bendy bridge would be like. It'll cost me 14 grand. I don't have 14 grand in the bank. I know. So poor right now. But I feel like that would be pretty cool to have like a little slightly bendy bridge. I know bridges aren't normally bendy. But I like the idea of it. Or unless I turn it into a tunnel. I might turn it into a tunnel. Which then means that underpassing can happen here. Right, I'm so indecisive. I do apologise. But I'm going to do this instead. Tunnel mode. So, it has to, unfortunately, be anarchied through. But I don't have enough money. Right, at least we now know what we're doing. At least we now know what we're doing. So, I've got a plan of action. We're just going to rate for some more revenue. So, easy way to make more revenue is to simply... Oh, I didn't even get these guys connected by power. I am so sorry. No wonder you're dying out. We'll get some more industrial stuff set up. But they complain about not enough buys for the product. I seen a little issue over here, someone complaining. Has that issue now gone away? It's over here. Not enough customers. Okay, so we'll get some more in. I'm saving that area for something anyway, so I feel like we need to kind of go around the perimeter here. So delete that back. Roads. Where are we going? We don't need roads. It's a bit difficult to squeeze the roads in now. So if I run that to there and to there. And if I can get this to overpass it. To some degree, we can utilize it. We can ultimately utilize it. So if I come out by a 10 marker there, ran down. Run up to like a certain extent. You kind of then get the split through. I'm going to tear that through there, overpass it. Straight in. Becomes accessible. That's going to do what it needs to do and go under as a tunnel. So I'm just going to run this to there. Drop down some residential. It ain't the best, but you got to work with what you got to work with, boys. You've got to work with what you've got to work with. So I'm going to bring them that to there for the power to connect. Residential all coming in. We're now starting to earn more revenue. Who thought the pain of my existence would be building a tunnel? Now, I feel like we should get that connected, but at the same time, we're going to have other canals connect to it. So if I just quickly pause, because we're going to bring that into there for the water. obviously we're going to have a canal that connects there. That will be like that type of connection. I don't have any others going around, so for now, that's pretty much how it's going to stay until that one kind of maybe comes in and connects, and that kind of connects over. But it is interesting, isn't it, how it could all come together. And I might just keep that as one big, fresh little island. Yeah, boy. I wonder if that will cause any flooding. That will be interesting. So, residential zonings over there now slowly coming together. That will provide a lot more customers for these guys in general. We do have a little bit of an industrial kind of demand still. Traffic isn't too bad over here. So I might extend this area a bit more. So that there is... We've gone for a 30-ish. It's a 29, but we know what it is. 10. Oh, what road have I gone here? I forget there's two different sizes of the roads. So that allows us to extend over by a bit more. Bring you in. Yeah, we're going to be going through that anyway. So if I do another 30. Drop you in. So that road tears all the way through. Which at this point there, we'll probably get it to bend and then do a little turn. Which will be the connection for that road here. That's probably how we'll play it. Yeah, that's probably how we'll play it. Right, I'm sure I had auto bulldoze on. And yes, it's auto bulldozed for me, so we're all good. Right, does the water spread this far? It doesn't. Now this is something else, because we realise in this game that we have a little bit of power being produced. We have a little bit of water and sewage being produced that we're not paying any money for. So that has been like a huge benefit for us, because otherwise it just would have been very, very expensive to kind of get this whole area all set up with the expense of canals. So I'm going to go for that full distance here. How much power have we got remaining? We've still got plenty of power to use. It's free power. I can't believe it. Cannot believe it, boys. So this is probably where we'll start to see a little bit of traffic now coming out and about. We'll get rid of the traffic lights on these roads real quick. That'll just kind of free us up a little bit for some vehicle movement, and off they go. It'll also be interesting to see, once I get this connection here done, if any of them go this way to get to the city. Again, that will be fairly interesting to see how they progress in that direction. So, with that said, we have some traffic tearing through here, which I knew was going to happen. So if I just initially turn the traffic lights off on this main stretch of road, because this is going to be so overused, this bit. And let's try and get in now that tunnel. So if I go down by the 10, and how expensive is this connection here going to be? So they want 30,000 for it before I add anything into it, and if I change it to be like a nice smooth transitional bend, they're going to want, yeah, 31,000 for it. Now, we'll eventually have the money. I don't really want to get a bank loan and then have to spend more on repaying the bank loan off. So I'll let it naturally run its course. But once I get that in, then I'll go a little bit more expansion crazy. Now, what is the zoning like over here? It ain't too bad. I'm not really going to add anything additional to it, so I might add in a little bit more residential. I'm still half and half on where I'm going to start placing down the high density residential. I'm still kind of half and half on all of that. Oh, but that canal's now in. That's going to be a nice little country stretch. I like it. I like it a lot. And we'll definitely have like a connection going through here. I really like... Oh! Wind turbines. Oh, wait, hold on. Toll booth. Wait, are we... Wait, hold on. Do we make money from the toll booth? Toll roads. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Okay. I didn't realise we were making money from toll booths. Interesting. Interesting, boys. Oh, these guys don't have power. I forget about the power doesn't connect. I suppose that's what happens when you've been building these small little mini islands. Kind of annoying in that sense, isn't it? Right, so we should now have the funds to build this tunnel. So from there to there. There we go. So add that in. I got to drop it down because obviously. Let me pause. Right, no trees. Right, drop that down. There we go. It might cause some flooding issues. I can see this is going to be a big issue at some point. So I'll just turn traffic lights off for now. But until it becomes a big issue, we'll just see what happens. It'll just be very, very interesting to see how it all plays out. So we have now a secondary entryway to the city. So not like this was overworked anyway, but it will take a little bit of the heat off. If I start seeing vehicles using this as a bypass shortcut to cut through rather than going down here or whatnot, I don't know why some of them go this way around as well. Apparently that is a shorter route than taking this way. But I can see this being heavily used for people to bypass through. So we kind of have to be a bit careful on that. If so, I'm going to reduce the speed limit. So it takes longer for people to get through there. So they will be forced to use the highways. But now that I've built that, I'm now confident that I can go a little bit more crazy with the roads. So why am I in underground mode? I would quite like to get out of it. Thanking you. I'm going to put that slogan on a t-shirt, guys, and you all best buy it. Just saying. Just saying. What is he talking about? Alright, straight through the middle. There. Straight through the middle where we'll then connect it. Just here. Nice. We'll do the same here. So a connection just there. And for here, I'll do the... Actually, I won't do them connections just yet. So this is all like this. Bringing you up to there. It is difficult. I'll pass this over. Alright. Oh, no. Wrong button. There we go. Trying to get that last little snap there. Right, easiest way to do it will be to go as close as we can, chop in, and then do it that way. There's no harm in me doing it. It is what it is. And I kind of have to borderline create something like that, where like so far up, we just cut straight across, and we've done it snap bang on the bend. So, oh no, we've done a one-way road system here. There we go. So we kind of keep that slightly open. But yeah, there's so much fine-tuning we have to do. A couple of vehicles are using that road, so it's definitely not a shortcut route, which I'm really, really happy about that. Right, pause again because I've now got to play with power lines. So always get it to extend down there. Is the big help. Drop in residential. Do it over here as well, which we have to add in the power lines. And then we're going to start needing some commercial very soon. So that's all good then. We're slowly building it up, and we're slowly increasing the amount of revenue that we earn on the weekly. Now, we do have policing. It's only a little one just over there. Can't afford anything else just yet. We have fire. I have a decent sized hospital, which is pretty good. And we have some death care being sorted as well, and it's in the kind of form of a crematorium. I don't have any schools, so I can't educate anybody just yet. But it's something that we have to really, really think about doing soon. We really do need to think about it. So as they spend those demands, slowly, we are going to have to add some more commercial in. I don't know whether to kind of build some more... You know what? I'm going to build some more paths now. It's going to be very important that I do all this. So what I'm going to do here, actually, is I'm going to create an underpass. 10. Bam. Bam. A little underpass there so people can just walk directly through. From there to there. Because I'm going to do some crossings, by the way. That cuts through. I'm then going to do some normal footings to go from there to there. The residents aren't going to like this. But I'm trying to make this as walkable as I possibly can as well. Which will be another way to reduce traffic. Well, vehicle traffic anyway. Some reason they want to build some residential here, but we kill that off. And now I get to use my node controller. Right, set it to cross. Oh, no, crossing. Yeah. So, how do I set it to crossing? Okay. Okay, maybe. Okay, right. I don't know how I default it to crossing. Like it was before. But I'll still take it. I gotta slightly move this bridge, haven't I? We gotta cross in there, gotta cross in there. Okay, we're out of thingy, apparently. But hey ho. Add one there. Add one there. Add one there. Add one there. There. And there. I don't know if I'll bring it that far, that walkability. But definitely here because of the shops. Definitely here because of the shops. It's very important that we get people walking through it. But also it gives them easy access to the park, which will also increase the revenue that we earn from it. So, right, let me see if I can move... Which one was it? Was it you? Just move it down a little bit. And... Right, we'll definitely do this one here then. So elevated to there. I'll do it to here as well. Oh, didn't mean to go that far. Didn't mean to go that far. And there to there. There to there with the cross. You know what? I might as well do it. If I've come over here, I might as well go the full distance. So that becomes quite walkable, doesn't it? That does become quite walkable. Damn, that's a straight run. I'm happy about that. So yeah, we should see a lot more people going to Terry Murray Park right now. So that's good. See a few more visitors before we can level it up again. So we've got some more money in the bank right now, which is pushing us in the right direction. Like I said, that road is not being as used as I thought it would be, which shows us that it's not a dominant run. Perfect. Perfect, mate. So, the expansions continue. I don't have water connected over here. Sorry, guys. My bad. I'm going to get fired as a city planner right now. I'm totally going to get fired as the city planner. Right, so. I feel like we should take a look at this area next. Now, to be able to build over here, I wouldn't say it's going to be difficult, but we definitely have to kind of build something to be able to kind of run over to it. So, let's say that this road here did continue, right? And at some point, it will eventually bridge to go up. We need to have, one, a connection so we can access the land around it, but then something that's going to overpass to access this land around it as well. Now, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to utilize the 2-lane road with trees. I'm going to use the parallel road mod, and I'm going to go from there to here. We are going to press tab to switch to creation side. I'm going to increase it to there. Enter that in. So then the zoning for both sides right now is beautifully backing onto the canal. So that will be kind of glorious so you can see it. I'll bring a road that kind of might overpass this into the next road next to it, because that's how it works. And if I then also parallel you to you, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You reckon that's about a 10? Right, that's 100 pieces. Which, if you were to zone it right now, a little bit off. But I can run a row of trees, couldn't I? Yeah, I gotta think about character. I've got to think about character. Right, I'm gonna do it one more time. Right, one more time. So from there to there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Which makes the 10 because you already start at 20. Glorious. And then we'll sort all the edges out. Don't worry about that because they don't kind of align how I want them to. But we'll pick a road right now. We're going to need that, aren't we? Get rid of you. Which will then connect to, let's say, here. We'll use this as the marker point. Actually, come out by 5. And then that 12, we raise it to 10. We'll do a 10 by 9, that'll be fine. Which overs that, or do I under it? No, I feel like we need the bridge every so often. Right, up and over. It ain't magical, but we'll take it. Because it'll allow me to kind of maybe drop... No, I don't think I want to do roundabouts. Right, we'll go here to kind of cut through. Here. And that accesses this area pretty sweet. We've now created some beautiful suburbs. Is basically what we're doing. We're creating some suburbs. I'm just going to change the alignments of this. I feel like we should have elevated this coming in to there. So if I sort out this sloping from here to here, a little bit more of a slopey angle, which will then access this area. Now you gotta remember, it's not very good for vehicles, but we're setting this whole city up on ferries, so that's something that we kind of need to take into account when we're building. That this area will be highly connectable via ferry lines. So this, why can't I now build? I gotta keep remembering to take that off. 13. So we've got a very awkward number right now, 13. So if I do a 13, I could do a 13 by 13 bend. But this whole thing's bending anyway, isn't it? So I could bring this up to there, for example. And I could maybe take something slightly diagonal. As almost like the beach or the sea vibiness. You know what I mean, The ocean drive. Right, bend that in, because that comes directly from the bridge going over. Bring that straight in. And I kind of like the idea of just letting them run to the end. Like that. Yeah, I like that idea.
So I could run that to there. I could run that to there. But it just feels unnatural. But I might end that there and just create something in the middle. That's probably a better idea. Right then, so we're going to set some water up. There we go. Get triggered on my my water placing skills, please. Get triggered, mate. Triggered. And for now, I'm just going to run the power lines. Cancel that. Like through the little gap that we've created. We'll just run it to there for now. So, me residential will first start here to pass the commercial through. I'm going to do a nice little commercial high street shopping style area just here. Which will lead up to there. And then pump it down here. Just kind of have it on the old crisscross-a-rooney there. And then residential, we'll back it all the way up. So, utilizing that parallel tool has really kind of given us this unique styling for this area. Which I wouldn't have necessarily built unless I don't know what's going on there with that zoning. I wouldn't have necessarily built this. I wouldn't even probably thought of this design if it wasn't for how I kind of slightly messed up on my spacing for the parallel mod. But it is a very, very happy accident. Thinking about it, I don't need this. Because once it connects in, you're good to go. So, I still haven't got that tree mod installed where I can paint me over like forests. If I remember to get that in for next episode, I can definitely make these islands a little bit more beautiful. But isn't this pretty? Isn't this special, boys? Isn't this special right now? Look, we now got to 5,000 on the weekly. This is glorious, absolutely glorious. And then we can have like little harbours, boat depots, ferry ports, whatever you want to call it, to get people transported. It's going to be very, very exciting. Very exciting. So for now, we'll kind of kill off the traffic lights there. A little bridge accessing this area. When eventually this comes in and connects in, we'll have to kind of do something very similar. Happy days. Happy, happy days. So, what is the city like? Oh, we could do that City Vitals mod again. Power's all good. Water's all good. Garbage is clutching at straws. So, I could build another recycling centre, or I could build another kind of landfill site. I could build an incinerator. That will start, destroying a lot of the garbage. I can definitely afford to have it now. That will get rid of, or give us a little bit more capacity, but also get rid of a lot of garbage as well in the process, and generate a little bit of power. But it just allows us to kind of process more garbage. We need policing a little bit more by the looks of it. So we have to start building stuff like larger police stations and whatnot. I don't know whether I might turn this into a tunnel too. At some point, we'll see how it goes. But it's definitely all coming together. We're going to need some schools, so I'm thinking about building some schools. Like this little spot there and just over here will be good for like 2 schools either side. But that's going to cost me, is it 25 grand a pop? Oh no, it's 10 grand. Oh, okay. So I'm going to place it at the end of the road. I'll do it on both sides. 2 elementary schools all placed in. Jazzy. Jazzy. I like this little area. I really do like it. I really do like it. So at some point we'll build all like little city parks. What's going on in here? Have I not done any zoning? Oh, I haven't. I don't know how that happened. But there we go. CanalTown is slowly expanding. So we managed to afford then 2 elementary schools and that incineration plant. So that's really, really handy for us. So I think now we're pretty much saving up to maybe get some exports on the go. That would be fantastic if I can get some exports on the go. I'm a really big fan of this singular canal running all the way through. Feel like that's kind of slightly changed the game for me, having it parallel with the trains as well. Yeah. So I think next episode then, we should take a look at some public transport. You would think ferries, but how expensive are they? I could be surprised they could be cheap. So I need to build 33,000 for a ferry depot. Then 5... Oh, okay. Actually, it could be quite cheap. Oh, boys! Is it potentially us building our first ferry line next episode? Is that potentially gonna happen? You better shut the front door right now. That front door is wide open and you better shut it. That could potentially happen. Ooh, I'm excited about that. I'm excited about that right now. So, looking good. We've got the central area, which is all tightly knit, squeezed kind of stuff all in. We got the larger suburban area coming in. We've got the industrial area. So, next episode then, if we can continue the expansions in the way that we are, great stuff. We're going to see if we can do a little bit of an exportation area. Whether that is in the form of maybe cargo ships in a harbour down here or something. Just simple trains. I don't know. We'll look towards maybe building a passenger train line that can bring people in via trains as well. And eventually utilise all of this for connecting trains. But I'm not sure, to be honest with you, I'm not sure so much on the trains just yet. But we'll definitely look towards getting some ferries in. And CanalTown can finally feel like the area it should be. I'm excited. Now, high density. At some point, we're going to have to get some of it in. I don't know whether I'm replacing this with high density. What do you guys recommend? Should I replace this area of high density and have low density all through, you know, the other side sprawling out? Let me know in the comment section down below. But until next time, guys, we will end it here. We're now making some serious money, so the expansions can now come in thick and fast. Until next time, I'll see you all soon. So good.